If you're modeling in plasticity, then surfacing is going to be one of those skills you want to master or at least learn. And without understanding of surface continuity, the G0, G1, G2, etc., you will not be able to get good at it. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to understand all these terms, what they mean, and how to implement it into modeling in practice. Let's get started. So we got this mech here, and you see that we got this front bit here that is curvy, right? So there's an edge here in the middle, and there's a surface on the right hand side and the left hand side. And the surface continuity is how the surface continues from left to right across the edge. So if you have two curved surfaces, they're going to continue across the edge, and the quality of this connection is going to determine surface continuity, right? So now I have three examples here, and I'm going to show you three different levels of continuity. G0 here, G1 here, and G2 in here. And you can see there is not much of a difference between these two, although there is some difference, and I'll show you in a minute. But there's a significant difference between these two and this one, right? So the G0 here on the left is going to be the shortest link between two surfaces. So if I'm going to, for example, run an edge here like this, that's a G0 continuity. It's a sharp angle, and there's no, this surface doesn't really continue smoothly across here to the other side. It's simply kind of flat at the sharp angle. That's G0 for you, right? Now G1 is where the surface attempts to continue in a curvy way, and G1 is not really super accurate, and I'm going to show this to you in a second using the matcaps. So we're going to open this and grab this zebra, and you'll see now that even though these surfaces, two of them look similar, the curvature, right, they're different. So if you look at this, if I'm going to manipulate with the zebra and rotate in the viewport, you see that there is a very different angle here between these two on this edge, right? So this you can see that there's the line continues like this here, and then abruptly shifts here into an angle, and this angle between this line and this line is definitely not smooth, right? It's a bit of a sharpish angle. So it looks smooth, but it's not really smooth, right? This one is way cleaner, right? The transition here between these two is really clean. You can clearly see that the edge continues smoothly across these two surfaces. And that's the key, right? So G2 continuity is going to be much more accurate. And now you can drive A-class surface in plasticity, and you can actually measure it, which is really cool. So if you want to create some really high-end designs for, like, BMW or whatever, or some really high-end designs for NASA, where you really need smooth surfaces and the transition between two surfaces needs to be mathematically precise, you can actually determine this by measuring the curvature comp on the edge and measuring the continuity between two surfaces. So if I'm going to grab, all these bits here, and I'm going to connect them with J, grab this edge here and press F, and then type a measure and select measure continuity. You see there's like an icon of a measurement comp. You will see that my G2 continuity is at 0.00003. That's really, really smooth, right? The A-class continuity between two surfaces needs to be at G2 at least 0.005. Now this one is much smaller than this, which means it's much more accurate than 0.005, right? So that's an A-class surface, right? So how does it matter for hard surface modeling? Well, look, if you're not doing anything crazy, right? Like I said, if you're not modeling for BMW or Porsche or whatever, you don't have to be crazy accurate. If you have smooth connections, you're fine. So G1, G2, you're gonna be okay, all right? Occasionally you're gonna have bumpy surface, you need to just smooth it out, using curves and patching. And that's what we're showcasing in our course, in the Ultimate Guide to Plasticity. So if you want to master hard surface modeling in plasticity, including surfacing in concept art, then grab this course. It's absolutely amazing. I'm gonna show you how to model this sick sci-fi ship, including the interior. We're gonna bring it to Blender, texture it, detail it, and render it. It's the whole workflow. And you're going to learn a shit ton about, how to properly model in plasticity, and you're gonna be good to go. So grab the course, it's on our website blenderbros.com/plasticity. The link is also in the video description. The course is called The Ultimate Guide to Plasticity, and it's beginner friendly, so don't let the complex model fool you. If you're a beginner, you'll be fine. Now, I showed you 3 connections in here, G0, G1, and G2, but there's also G3, and G3 is the mental connection. It's a gut tier connection, which is like absolutely flawless. You can't even see where the one surface starts when the other begins. Like I said, if you're not making cars, you know, for some well-known manufacturer, you don't have to worry about it, okay? But when you're, for example, going to be bridging surfaces or bridging curves like this, right? And you're gonna go with a bridge command, you will see you're gonna have up to G3 connection. So you can, you know, go to a G3, and G3 is really, really curvy, right? You see at G1 you got only 2 gizmos, at G2 you got 2 gizmos, and at G3 you got 3 gizmos. So even if you start adjusting this gizmo here, this continuity here will not budge, which is really, really amazing. And this curvature is absolutely perfectly flawless. You know, if you want to go with crazy seamless connections, G3 is your friend. So you can then, you know, combine these curves like this, right, with J, and you can just, you know, extrude that, and you're sure that continuity on, you know, on these edges is going to be absolutely bang on, right? Even if you're gonna run an edge here in the middle, you're gonna be fine. So there you go, that's a continuity in plasticity in a nutshell. You have to just simply wrap your head around it and make sure that you understand which one is which and how to drive them. You have all kinds of different commands in plasticity, like lofting, patching, X-NURBS, square, align tool, etc. All of these are a bridge tool, right, for curves and surfaces. All of these are really essential for building curvy surfaces in plasticity, building stuff like this, and you need to simply understand them in order to get good at it. So there you go, practice and you're gonna be fine. So that's it for the video, and if you would like to learn a few more tips on plasticity, watch this video next. I'm gonna give you my 10 favorite tips in plasticity. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.